Hello, first grade. This is Mrs. Ball with your math lesson for today. I want to encourage you to continue to keep doing your best. Remember, this is a pre-recorded lesson, so if you need to stop or take a break or you need to achieve another task, then you are free to press pause and you can come back later and you can watch the video. If you need to watch the video again, you can do that. You will have access to this video and want to make sure that you understand the concept. So it is perfectly fine for you to stop the video if you think that I'm going too fast or if you need to stop and do something else. So you will need your big math book because we are getting ready to go over a math lesson. And this is our standard. It's standard OA1. Use addition and subtraction within 20 to solve word problems involving situations of adding to, taking from, putting together, taking apart, and comparing with unknowns in all positions. For example, by using objects, drawings, and equations with a symbol for the unknown number to represent the problem. Our essential question: how do pictures show adding to? Let's think about that. And when you add, things get bigger or they increase. So we're going to figure out how pictures show adding to. Our I can statement, repeat after me. I can use addition and subtraction within 20, and eventually we're going to solve word problems. For this lesson, you are going to need your big Go Math book. I'm going to open it up to pages 10 and 11, a pencil, your listening eyes, and your listening ears. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to make sure we have our books, and you're going to open up to page 10. The first thing we do is always the same. We always remember to write our names. So make sure that you write your first and last name. And this is just a warm-up for the rest of the lesson that we will complete this week. So first, before we begin our first lesson, we are going to show what we know. So you should have your first and last name on your paper. If you need to pause to do that, go ahead and do that now. All right, show what you know. We're going to explore numbers 1 to 4. So these right here are counters. I have counters in my classroom, but you can use whatever you need to help you count. You can use pennies, you can use Skittles, M&Ms, you can have cards, whatever it is to help you manipulate an object or a number, okay? And usually at this age group, they may want something or have visual or something that they can hold, that they can touch to help them with math, and that is okay. That is encouraged right now. All right, you're going to use counters or cards, pennies, or whatever to show the number. Then you're going to draw it. So for number 1 and number 2, you have a number. This black number right here, it is the number. It is the number 1. You're going to take your pencil and you're going to draw the number 1. When I say draw the number 1, I'm not saying that you're going to actually draw the number. You're not going to do this. This, writing the number 1, that's not drawing the number 1. I want to represent the number 1 using an object. So when it says draw the number 1, I'm simply going to draw one of something. And I'm going to draw one circle, okay? So draw that number. Number 2, what number are you going to draw? That's right, you're going to represent or draw the number 3. Let's look at number 3, 4, and 5. You're going to Figure out how many objects are in each group. So for number 3, it is a what? Chicks. You're going to count how many chicks there are. Number 4, figure out how many eggs. And number 5, figure out how many flowers. You're going to make sure that you write that number nice and neatly on the line. Numbers 0 to 10. Write how many spots are on the ladybug. Look at number 6. Are there any spots on the ladybug? No. So what number represents nothing? The number 0. Good job. Number 7, 8, and 9, you're going to count the spots that are on the ladybug. You're going to write that number below. All right, let's move on to page 11. These are some vocabulary terms that you need to be familiar with before we start our first lesson. You're going to review those words. Add to, add, and one more. These are hearts. Right here, it's asking you to draw one more, okay? So I want you to draw one more. So how many hearts are going to be in that box? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. If I add one more, it will be 4. Good job. This one right here, you already have 3, and then I'm going to add 2 this set. So what would this look like if I add to it? So if I connect that, what would that look like? If I add it to it, if I combine it and make it together, this is what it would look like. If I add to it, now how many do I have? So for both of those, you should have that same number. What number is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. All right, let's see if you understand the vocabulary. Sue wants to know how many counters are in 2 groups. She can blank to find out. What can she do? When you want to make things bigger, that's right, you're going to write the word add right here. Number 2, Pete has 2 apples. May has 3 apples. May has blank apple than Pete. She has add 2 apple than Pete, or does she have 1 more apple than Pete? You figure it out. Well, all right. So now that you have shown me what you know, you'll be ready to complete lesson 1.1. So keep up the good work, keep practicing, and we'll be ready for lesson 1.1. All right.